I'm going to call this meeting in order for the Veterans Commission on today's date of September 10th, 2025. Right. So, yep.
Is that you?
So why don't we go over, stand up.
Can I use that?
We're going to pledge the
These yours.
allegiance. Would you like to lead the pledge of allegiance tonight?
Oh, of course. But of course. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
I forgot about that.
So tonight, we're going to go around the room, introduce ourselves. This is going to be our first meeting after our summer break, and we're going to go over, and then we go from there.
Rich Cody.
Okay.
Eric Lamash, Veterans Agent.
Jay Gaffney.
Paul Paradise, Chair of the Commission.
Mike Peoples, first commission meeting.
Jean Peoples, subcommittee for the commission.
And I'm Belle Channel. I'm a licensed mental health counselor at the Lowell Vet Center.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm Belle Channel. I'm a licensed mental health counselor at the Lowell Vet Center. I work right down the street.
Yes. They're over on George Street. They do phenomenal work.
I'm sorry.
They're down on George Street,
Yeah.
right next to the bank. They do phenomenal work.
They do great work.
They do great work.
Oh, great.
Yeah. All right.
Glad you could join us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, welcome to officially to the commission.
Yay!
All right. We do have some new members that we're going to have to go over and touch base with and have them come to the meeting. So we have a Robert Kiribut. Hopefully we'll have to get a hold of him and have him for the next meeting. And we also have some other pending ones as well. Hopefully we can go from there.
I think they're official. I just don't. I think they came in today.
Did it come in today?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So one of the things that we're going to go over, we have to address going forward, is elections for the commission. All right, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to do a secretary. We're going to do a chair and a vice chair. 3 positions. Keep it simple and go from there. Okay. We're going to go over, and this when we have everyone for next month. Anyone that's going to be interested in any of these positions, put your name forward, and we'll take a vote. We'll take an internal vote and go from there. Okay. For this meeting, you guys will be the acting secretary. That way, we can go over and get our information and our meeting notes over to the LTC. All right. Let's start with the summer. What's gone happening in the city for the summer with our VSO?
Oh. I need to remember what we did. May. Did we have a meeting in May?
We did. We had one in June as well.
We had one in June as well. So other than that, I've been just, we had updates, July updates for our clients. We have to, every 6 months, we have to renew cases. It's fun. Other than that, I went on vacation.
One of the things that he hasn't, he's not giving himself credit for is the city had a deadline for veterans buying back their military time. And this had a lot of work, and his office was instrumental in providing veterans that work for the city getting their DD4 and 214s so they can buy back their military time. So
there were a lot of verifications that came in.
So his office was critical to that happening, so I do want to make sure he's recognized and his office staff is recognized for that. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Very good at what he does.
He is very good at what he does.
That's huge, you're buying time back for your retirement. It really is. So thank you.
We can stay on the subject of telling me I'm doing a good job if you'd like.
Speaking also, The flags, I want to make sure that we get ahead of it than we did last year, making sure that the nominations for the flags that we put up on
The banner, the banners, the day after I put, after we erected this year's, I opened it up and it's ready to go. I have the applications ready. Nobody's approached me yet for new banners, but we have a Hometown Hero banner program. I'd like to get it where we wouldn't have to pay, have people pay. But if it gets to be more than 18 of them, it's going to be rough. The budgets dwindle every year.
Yes.
So I try to keep it as minimal as possible. We had to remake one last year. The client didn't like what their family member ordered, so we had to remake it, which is fine. But it's just more money and anyway.
When are those due by? When do they?
I would say
When do we put them up every week?
we put them up right around Memorial Day, a week or two before Memorial Day. So I'd say April, March, the middle of March 15th, I think. I have the date at my office. March 15th, it gives the company time to print them, send them over.
Let's make sure, I want to go over and make sure we're putting this out every meeting, and letting people know this is where we were not behind the curveball last year, and I think not enough people knew about it. We do have a phenomenal group of veterans that do live in our city and should be recognized for this.
And first responders.
First responders as well. We do a lot of good work. So, anything else you want to touch with this one?
I'm going to be working on, with the VA, I don't know if it's the Vet Center. I can't remember the name.
For Veterans Day?
Yes.
Yeah, with Elizabeth Perry.
Yes.
How we reached out to.
Yes. We're going to be working on, some kind of a program, or I don't think I'm going to do it at the park just because it was freezing. We're going to do it inside. My plan is to do it inside the city hall foyer, like we do all the other events.
Why don't we do it at the Hall of Flags?
Sometimes they don't allow us to, and they want to charge us. The city wants to charge the city.
So let's reach out to Mike Peasley and see if we can get the Hall of Flags for that.
But
if it does go over and instead of accruing costs, we'll the alternate.
the only thing I am sure of is Elizabeth was saying that the 10th is probably the better day for them, so that I'm going to stick to the 10th. I'd like as many people there as possible.
10th of what?
November for Veterans Day. Other than that, I'm looking for speakers and need to come up with a theme. I suggested PTSD and some kind of a theme. I don't want it to be too somber, but
How about patriotism?
I want to include the kids, Boy Scouts. That there's were you at the Veterans Day? The Memorial Day event with all the kids singing?
Yeah.
They came up with a little dance and everything. It was awesome. So I think it's important to keep, the kids of all ages involved. The ROTC, they turn around and they end up, some of them serve. I think it's impressive, and it's.
Maybe we can reach out to the two ROTC organizations we have in the city.
I will.
Maybe see if they want to do a demonstration, maybe a DNC demonstration out front or in the hall, depending on the space we have.
At the last veterans event,
Mm-hmm.
the theme was, all they asked is that we remember. And I think that is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that we like Lowell remembers, maybe a good suggestion.
We do, like I said, we do also have Veterans Park too, which is absolutely a gorgeous park, but
Veterans Day's the 11th.
I know, but for attendance purposes, people's availability, they wanted it on the 10th. So.
Okay.
We might have another thought about as far as getting kids involved in being into art like it is, and that's to have a drawing contest of some type of a veteran, of your favorite veteran or something, or open it up to kids.
Mm-hmm.
And have some type of prize, have some type of, maybe even us judging. We could even be the judges. I don't know what we use for criteria. But I think it's a great way to get the schools involved, every kid in Lowell involved, if they have a contest.
I want to get that, maybe put it through the school department.
But that's what was her thought, was
Yeah.
was asking the school committee.
And we could, the main idea is how would you honor your favorite veteran through art?
Yes.
Or, not just a veteran, but maybe a historian that was a veteran or a veteran.
Yeah, there could be a lot of criteria. I think it's
Pearl Harbor,
kids have to know.
Baghdad, Ramadi. You know, we've got, we do have a lot of historic events that's happened that we can go over and we can recognize.
So, you know, when I was in sixth grade at Eden Cross Lodges, we had a program that paired us with Vietnamese kids that were coming over at the time, and to help them express themselves, they would draw these drawings, and we had to write down what they were trying to capture, and some of the scenes they were drawing were just awful, gruesome.
Paul, when you're talking about historic events, you have a time frame in mind, or?
I would say any of them. Let the kids draw. Let the kids
Yeah.
go over and be creative.
Specific age groups. I'm only saying that because the VFW at the same time has their Voice of Democracy program that goes on, and they go to the high schools for those.
Maybe we'll go over, we'll group, we recognize certain like age groups.
12 and one for every year. And I say K to 12, even the kindergartens up to seniors, and every year gets a reward or a prize or recognition, something. And those are nice, and that's something to put on your wall, you know, and something for kids to build on.
Remember the year that the kids came to the senior center? They sang and
Gave us rocks and stuff.
Yes.
They painted the rocks, and I have a sign on my door. It says, "Thank you, O."
they were certain fourth and fifth grade or sixth grade or something.
But that's for the Veterans Day, you know, one more event.
So those are just the different Veterans Day ideas we can go over and do. It might be a little quick for the kids to organize, but I'm sure let me reach out to the school department and see what I can get going from there. Eric, you can probably help me out with that too, being city employee.
Yeah, I'll probably reach out to Sergeant Smith. Is that what it is? Is he a sergeant? The ROTC in Lowell.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll reach out to him first for
for the ROTC.
correct, and he has contact. I've tried to reach out before to the to the choir, the show choir, see if they would sing for us, and it's hard to nail them down, but we'll work on it.
All right.
Say something about Veterans
Of
Day?
course.
Okay. We also have a group at the Lowell Vet Center, the same group that worked on Veterans Day last year, that was very much excited and willing to participate too and support in whatever way.
Absolutely, we could set up regular meetings every. I will accept all the help I can get.
Well, be a subcommittee for that. We had a subcommittee last year, but another subcommittee maybe more than that.
We can definitely do something like that. Set up either a Zoom chat or maybe meet at the senior center or even your guys' office.
Yeah, our group actually meets every other Tuesday, starting at 11 o'clock to 12:30. The next time we meet is going to be September 23rd at 11. No, guys.
I-
No, it's kinda
11
short
11 in the
notice.
morning?
Yeah.
I can't make that one. I'm getting my stitches out that day.
Well, we can
I'll
do
get the
another
information
time.
from you. I'll see if I can swing by if I'm working. I'll see if I can swing by
Sweet.
and we can go from there.
Okay.
So another event that the event center I mentioned is trunk or treat. So doing a trunk or treat of their location over on George Street, which I think is a phenomenal idea.
Are you saying trunk?
Trunk or treat. So what they do is they open up either at the back of an SUV or a trunk, and they decorate the cars, and they give out candy, like you're trick-or-treating, but it's from car to car to car to car, and you decorate the cars to.
I love that.
Yep. So a lot of it's becoming fairly popular lately. It's actually kind of fun.
I'd like to do
We've-
that.
Yeah.
So maybe we can have a Veterans Commission vehicle that we decorate.
Sweet.
So, because I'm gonna try to get the veterans police police vehicle that we have, the one that's all
I
wrapped.
saw that.
Yep,
Yeah.
we have a real nice vehicle that I'm gonna try to get for the event.
Nice.
All right.
Meeting on the 23rd.
I think we're probably we might have to reschedule that or do something else, but that is just, one of the groups at the vet center meets then. And this is the group that is very interested in supporting a Veterans Day event with the city, so they very much want to kind of like brainstorm and collaborate and do whatever that can look like for
So
you
we're gonna
guys,
have-
what you need.
We've got Veterans Day this year, and then obviously Memorial Day next year. That I knew that they wanted to go do a bigger event for Memorial Day, but I think with the current budget constraints, I think I have to have a conversation with City Hall and see where we're at.
I don't have any money.
So
Right now I do. I haven't ordered anything. Well, my flag budget is almost empty already,
yep.
and I just got it in July. But we'll see. We'll make it work.
Yeah. We'll start. We'll go over and we'll figure. When we get there, we'll figure that out. All right. Now, with touching base with so we got that event. I know the DAV or the VFW is putting out a scholarship for veterans.
Voice of Democracy.
Is that the scholarship program?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a nationwide competition.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had, I think it was last year, somebody from New England won. But they get like 10 grand if they win the nationals. Local, I think it's at $300. They might raise it now that there's actually money in the coffers, since they sold the building.
Yeah.
I don't want to put words in their mouth, but it's I think it's good for the kids. They get trophies and they get a check, mostly for participating. I think the top 3 or 4 get a check.
That's awesome. Awesome. All right. So that's what we got. We've done what's happening over the summer. We got some upcoming things. We got Veterans Day, Memorial Day. We're going to have some guest speakers come in. November, I would like to go over and recognize some outstanding veterans because of it being Veterans Day. So if you guys hear of any veterans that are doing good work in the let's go with the Merrimack Valley. All right, let's touch base with them, see if we can reach out to them. I'd like to have them recognized because this is, a lot of us do a lot of work behind the scenes and we're quiet about it. And I want to go over and make sure that we have people that are recognized for the work that's being done.
We want them about what date?
Let's just see if we can get it done for Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, okay.
Okay, and we're not going to go over it. We'll try to keep it simple, but I want to recognize them. Maybe do like a little note card on what their name, their organization, what they're doing. A little bit of recognition.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
Doesn't have to be something fancy or super formal. If they want to come and be part of the meeting, even better.
Meeting or actually part of the Veterans Day event?
That too. We can expand it depending on the interest we have.
Do you think we could find somebody from like each era? I mean, I know each era. I don't know if World War II might be a little late for that, but
Yeah.
as many as we can get from that. Anyway,
Yeah. No, it's.
You probably see them every day.
mostly Vietnam these days.
Yeah. Korea might be a stretch a little bit.
There's 2 desert storms, it's Gulf Wars, there's all kinds of stuff that
All kinds.
Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait,
All kinds of kinds.
All right.
Grenada.
Yeah.
It happened.
Macedonia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kosovo.
Kosovo. Yeah.
We can keep going, we can look.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're there.
All right. Let's see what else we did. Does anybody else have anything they want to address or they want to have focused on?
You wanna bring it up?
I'll start. Isabella, I'm so happy you're here tonight. Michael recently had an encounter with a veteran whose uncle is homeless, and he is homeless of his choice because he has the dog. And it got us to thinking that maybe there is something we can do for homeless veterans who won't give up their pet. And, yes,
Yeah.
please.
I have a neighbor who's, like, his brother is homeless by choice because he won't give up his dog. And if we could get something going, a GoFundMe or even a grant money, it's $1,800 million just made available for a grant right now.
Is he in the Lowell area?
He is. He's in the Lowell area.
Okay.
And if we could work with the ASPCA or the shelter
Society.
or kennels.
I got one better for you. So, recently, we did a veterans homeless outreach with Veterans Inc. They're out of Worcester, Springfield, and Shrewsbury. We went out. Now Lowell only has 5 homeless veterans now. 5. We placed 2. So only 3. One is ineligible for all services because it's a dishonorable discharge and other reasons. The other 2 refused all services. Okay? So typically we only have 3 out of a city our size. That's
amazing.
That's very good. All right?
Unhoused.
Homeless. These are people who are, I call it unhoused as people who are not they're couch surfing.
Okay,
These are homeless. They're the ones that are living on the street.
Right.
Or unhoused is the ones that are couch surfing or hotel surfing. That's how I classify the 2 of them.
okay.
That way, it's a little easier for different services. So Veterans Inc. came out with us, as well as the Bridge Club, and we went over and we got one person housed that day, and then I reached out to Veterans Inc. and we got another person into the program. I don't know how successful it was due to his other issues, but one of the things they do is they have services for people with animals. So, and they have, if that gentleman is willing to relocate to, let's say, the Worcester area, Springfield, Shrewsbury area, they might have be able to get him into a apartment or a different type of housing.
He's from the area, he's from Lowell. But,
Okay.
you know, fought in Iraq, fought in Afghanistan.
But-
Try and do something for him.
If you give me his information, I will pass that to Veterans Inc.
Yep,
and we can go from there.
great.
So
But that's still, it's hard to believe that's the entire population of veterans.
That's it.
Lowell.
now, that's working with the Lowell Transitional Center, the shelter.
Yep.
My experience on the street talking to people. That's all we have. That's pretty good.
Excellent.
Okay, for a city our size, that's really good. All right, and we have a robust.
But we don't have anything for our citizens. We have to drive them out way.
We do.
His family
So-
is here.
But streamlining it, Veterans Inc. works the best. We can go over, we can put him on the housing list, because he's a veteran, he goes to the top of the list, but he has to wait.
There's an unbelievable amount of services in this area. There's the vet center, there's the Lowell Veterans,
The Bridge Club just
The
opened.
clinic, the Bridge Club. But I mean, there are,
Dog, it's no good
I know,
for you.
but without it, but it's not all the services, but I mean, it's.
I think Lowell, Merrimack Valley is lucky compared to, if you talk to other folks from other states, it's very difficult to find what to get to the VA, never mind,
Right.
decide where you have to go for help. I mean,
Like just in this area alone, we have the clinic here in Lowell. We have Jamaica Plain in Boston. Go right over the border, you got Manchester, Bedford, huge complex. All right, we're fairly lucky to have the resources that we have in this geographic area. All right, never mind the VFW, the DAV, and the other advocacy groups that we have that are constantly helping out veterans. So I think that helps with this process.
so you're thinking about maybe finding a grant writer or writing a grant for a housing of some sort?
Or at least for kennels for their pets, because I don't think he's alone. I think there's actually a lot more.
I've run into one other gentleman that had 2 dogs early on. We secured housing right away.
And what happened with the dogs?
He had refused it.
Yeah, and this gentleman is refusing help because
Right.
of the dog.
But, so there are some out there, but I don't know how you would go about doing that. I mean, if it's a kennel, he's
They're already
essentially
set up to
giving
do
up
it.
the dog.
They really just take the animal in under this guise. It's really no different than any other animal, except they're not going to euthanize it or let it be adopted. They're just going to take care of it, make sure it gets fed,
Until the
walked,
vet
and it's
gets-
taken care of. And when this vet finally gets a roof over his head and a job, because it's a greater incentive to get your act together for that animal. Trust me, and that's a great
And
incentive
we would
to
like to
get your act
learn
together.
grant writing to get a piece of,
And for a vet that's in trouble, afraid of being homeless or leaving a situation that he's in, fine, here's a place I can put my animal, be fed, and I can either leave my job or the bad situation I'm in, get away from that, and
The
get
only,
help.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. The only problem I can see for this is having dogs myself. The costs of boarding an animal will become extremely expensive.
That's why I'm thinking they need a
Okay,
grant.
$1,000 a week.
easily, easily.
I have a
And-
bad dog that my parents.
are
my
there
mom
any
can't watch.
grant writers at the city that could guide us to?
So
Putting something
with
together?
grants, there has to be a grant available. So you have to find the grant that would apply to this situation.
Didn't you,
Yeah, this $1,800 million is going to be made to any veterans group, anyone who wants to write a grant. These monies are being made available.
but we don't know how to write a grant, and I'm wondering
Well, I
if
know
the
how to
city
write a
has.
grant, but
So the city does have grant writers. All right.
DPD. Planning and development, they have
Planning and
the
development.
majority.
Sue, that's what
Yeah.
Sue works.
Okay.
And the police department's got a few too, but we do them for law enforcement.
I don't want to speak for the new members of this
And if-
commission, but their resumes look pretty impressive. So I don't know if any other one of them maybe have some experience.
All right.
And we may not even need it. This may be the only one vet. There may be 20 of them out there.
Yeah.
But at least there's some mechanism in place. And if we never have to use it, but at least that kennel spot could be there. And it's no different than I do. They have the spots of the animals now. The animals are being had, and they're either euthanized or they're adopted. And you just don't adopt or euthanize them. I mean, feeding an animal shouldn't cost $1,000 a month. I realize people
It's-
are paid
it's the
to be
housing.
there, but they're paid anyways. It's sort of like an opportunity cost almost. But I'm sure it can be minimal if we work with them. To at least provide.
Have you reached out to the Humane Society here in Lowell?
I
No,
used to
I'm-
do a lot of fundraising for
Well,
them.
well,
and I-
she's worked
With
for
your
years.
permission, through the Veterans Commission,
They've participated in
We
the
could-
food coalition that
Yeah.
we've had. So, I mean, they are interested in veterans' issues. So,
may I have your permission, Chairman, to give
Reach
them a
out to them?
call?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Reach out to them. Obviously, try be non-committal because obviously we have to run everything through the city.
We
The
can't
city.
ask for donations though anymore,
Nope,
can we?
we cannot. But we can see if what they're willing to go over and provide, if they have any programs themselves,
Oh,
or
yeah.
or the MSPCA is another
Good, yeah.
organization you might
Yeah,
want to reach out to
I suppose my first thought was the MSPCA.
because they have Nevins Farm, which is right there in Methuen.
Oh, wow, yeah,
That's a
right.
a
Yeah.
massive complex
Yep.
that might be willing to help out as well. So let's
I'll
touch.
just fill them out.
Yeah, see what they got.
Great, thank you.
Jay, anything?
Yes, I'd like to have the board approve making an invitation to Simone Chow, who works for Congresswoman Trahan's office, and she has the main responsibility in his office for veterans issues, and she would be delighted to come by and update us on things that are pending with the Veterans Office. She's indicated that she's available for the October meeting, if you want to be passed an invitation on.
Okay. Yeah, so why don't we go over and see if she's willing to come out and see what, update us on what bills are in the, what they're working on and what things they've got planned in the future, and see what, pick her brain a little bit.
I will go and pass it on to her.
Okay.
And we'll see her on the 10th.
Okay, if she's willing to come in, absolutely. Got anything for us? Okay. Other than that, any other business?
I'd like to bring up one more thing, like we need like a
course.
hole in the head, but at least start getting the idea of a 4th of July parade in the works. 250th anniversary of our nation is coming up.
Yep.
I used to play drums in the parades in Lowell when I was
Yep.
a little kid. Those were great times, great memories.
I would definitely reach out to Melissa.
Yeah.
I know they are planning a big event, and they've been doing that for a year and a half now.
Okay.
I don't know, I wouldn't want to step on their toes, but
I would.
No. We don't step on the toes of the planning.
What they did to us on Memorial Day, I'm stepping on toes going forward. They canceled everything. Nothing should have been canceled. That should have been that was a wonderful day. That was a very solemn ceremony.
So
But it could have been so much more.
It could have been, the weather wasn't cooperating the way we wanted it to, so we had to go over it aside on the side of caution. That being said, when you do anything with the city, you always have to go on the side of caution due to liability issues. Okay? If it's raining, pouring, it's wet, you always have to go on the err on the side of caution.
Well,
So-
at least the city is already
Yeah.
working
Yes.
on it. That's great.
So that's Melissa's office. They're outstanding. When we had our meetings with them for Memorial Day, they were very helpful in getting.
what about an indoor venue? I mean,
No
if it-
indoor. This is going to be outdoor. When I'm thinking, we did something with her father in another town in Massachusetts where we had old vintage automobiles paired up with a veteran. And we paraded, plus the Veterans March before them. But we had American muscle. We had American muscle cars. We had a vet with bunting, and it was beautiful.
So
And Veterans marched in front of all that, and the cars was something else. And
we'll Eric, why don't you and I go over and have a meeting? See if we can schedule a meeting with Melissa and see if we can sit down on
your dad's picture from the Mustang.
dealing with a parade.
July.
Yeah. So we may have to go over if doing. So remember, guys, like I said, the city took a pretty significant hit budget-wise. So we may have to go over and we have to pick our battles on this on Memorial Day or 4th of July. We might have to choose between either or.
Not for nothing, Chelmsford has a humongous 4th of July parade.
Yes.
They have 10,000 people or so that go to that. So, not saying we shouldn't do it then. I'm just saying if we're going to do it, we need to. They've probably already secured their bands, and
Oh, yeah.
we'd
We're
need.
gonna do this stuff well a year in advance. That's why I'm thinking if we start something this year. But if the city's already doing, I didn't think anyone was doing anything. So I'm glad to hear someone's doing something.
I'll guarantee there's a biker groups, the veterans biker groups that would be pretty impressive driving down the middle of the street. You know,
Well, it
Oh,
came to me.
the route would be better than doing it on Dutton Street, having stage over here, this back lot over here, and going right through.
we could make it our own. It wouldn't have to be a traditional parade.
We have enough car people, car enthusiasts, people would love to see them going down the street, pairing up a veteran in a car going down the street would really be something. I mean, we need
All
to
right,
do
so
something.
let's go over and we'll, Eric and I will touch base with the the office and see what they got planning?
I'll reach out to her tomorrow.
Okay. And we'll go from there. So we have 4th of July. So 3 events we want to go over and address this year. We have Veterans Day, 4th of July, and Memorial Day. These are our three events that we want to go over and see what we can get done. If we have to go over and scale back one or the other to figure out where we want to go, we'll go with that. That will go in partnership with the city, municipal office, and we'll go from there.
Personally, I think Memorial Day would be a great time to utilize the park. Just because it's warm, the new park over in Douglas.
That's actually,
It was really cold last year and windy in November, but maybe for Memorial Day, it's a beautiful park.
that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I like that idea.
And it's a large space, so as many people, and then we can have other things going on.
Oh, I like that. You know, because instead of when we were struggling last year trying to find a location, we ended up settling on the art camp.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that park will be more conducive to what
If we can get a few tents, that way, even if it does rain,
Yeah.
we can still have our.
Yeah, no, we can go over and we can make that. That we can make out. So I like Veterans Park because they did an absolute phenomenal job. Yeah, right on Douglas Road, gorgeous. All right, so those are our 3 events that we want to go over and plan for. Let's go over and think this month of ideas we want to incorporate into these 3 events. All right, Veterans Day being right around the corner, we'll take that. We'll take precedence on going from there. We'll go over and we'll touch base with the schools and see if we can have something done up for an art project for the.
I can use that same school. I don't know why the school's slipping my tongue at the moment, but it's right down the street. They loved it. The students just had a great time.
Work for the revolving museum.
Riley School? Riley School?
Mm-mm. I can't remember. They were 4th graders.
Oh, I
He used
don't.
to exhibit all the kids in Lowell's artwork. at the
Well, what's
revolving
also
museum.
good too is we can bring it, whatever they do create, we can bring it here and we can have it publicized as well.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. All right. With that, do we have any other business to address?
I just have one minor issue. We were talking, it refers to a discussion we were having earlier. We have a dispute in my house as to whether I can bring a dog into the house. And I can report back and say the Veterans Commission said that veterans are entitled to dogs.
There you go.
I second.
I like it.
Oh, are we still working on Veteran of the Month?
I want to do something more of a veteran report.
Okay.
So I think a veteran of the month might be too much.
A lot of pressure.
I think even we're going to have trouble with a veteran quarter.
So
Should try.
I think Jackie Sullivan's was the last one we did.
let's go over and amend that to a veteran of the quarter.
I'm not sure it's well known enough. I mean, do the vet center know that we do that? The vet center, I'll guarantee, has to know your group. You must know, right?
Is there still a veterans breakfast in Lowell?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's the first Tuesday. First Tuesday of every month.
Bring me on down.
It's not gourmet.
That's all standards at least.
The mayor's office.
Next month will be the 7th,
Some sort of
I don't
egg,
know what else we can do.
October 7th.
Oh, and
some beans.
LTV has
Scrambled
charged
eggs,
several
and
announcements.
bacon or sausage,
It's the company.
potatoes.
And it's served. They serve it to you. It's just nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Little sass.
All right, guys. With that, if we don't have any other things to go over and address, remember we have election. We're going to go to nominations and elections next month, and then we're going to go over and spitball. And we're going to go over see if we can nail down the Veterans Day things that we want to go forward with. And any other ideas for the two other major events after Veterans Day? All right. Anything else? All right. Vote to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Isabella?
No, I don't think that. It was just on Veterans Day, I wanted to support you guys.
Okay.
That's really a quick summary.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to put out, I talked to Tiffany. As soon as she gets me the flyer for the trumpetry,
Yeah.
we'll put that out. We'll put it up in your office. You guys will have it up. I'll put it up towards some of the city buildings.
Yeah.
We'll go from there. Oh, it's going to be.
Take my ghost.
Yep.
Shirley and all that good stuff.
I think I actually might be able to acquire a Humvee. We can do that. We can probably do a Humvee if you want to do that.
We have some props too. It's our favorite day of the year.
Excellent.
We're trying.
I think I can get us a Humvee for the event.
Awesome.
Plus the military. I think I can make that happen. Awesome. All right. Want to join? Adjourn.
Time?
Time is 5:41.
Thank you.